Ladies and gents, Ripple's XRP is ablaze. The date of the Ripple vs. SEC trial's conclusion has been leaked online, and it's a very positive indication. The court battle is anticipated to be won by Ripple in a matter of days. We really can't overlook this. Crypto specialists, of course, are astonished and forecast XRP's explosive rise. According to some, XRP Ripple may potentially hit $11,106. Quite awesome, isn't it? Let's dissect it in detail. You will be astounded by this video. Immediately, let's get started. Disclaimer. As fresh rumors regarding a potential settlement of the protracted legal dispute between Ripple Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission surface, the XRP community is on edge. Hopes have been raised by a recent post on X by cryptocurrency expert Remy Relief, who hinted at a significant event that would take place on June 13th. According to a credible source, Relief asserts that Ripple, the SEC, and Judge Annalisa Torres have reached a consensus. The rumor has generated enthusiasm in the digital asset market despite the lack of formal confirmation, particularly since Relief's source has a history of accurately predicting significant developments. The assertion that Ripple has obtained better terms in the possible settlement adds credence to this conjecture. Bullish mood has been strengthened by this, with Relief urging investors of XRP to think about purchasing additional tokens before the anticipated announcement. He implied that if XRP's price rises over its previous all-time high of around $4, even a modest buy made now might yield substantial returns. Now traders are keeping a tight eye on the market in anticipation of a rise that could be sparked by confirmation of this information. Crypto instructor Steph added to the euphoria by posting that the SEC had dropped its three-pronged examination for tokens. Clarity is a sign of optimism for XRP and cryptocurrency. This comment suggests that the SEC may change its position on token categorization, namely its application of the Howey test to classify digital assets as securities. It might be a watershed moment for Ripple and the entire cryptocurrency industry if the SEC is really departing from that strict structure. More institutional adoption may be possible if that regulatory uncertainty is eliminated, putting the XRP Ripple coin in the lead. The U.S. discussion over cryptocurrency legislation has been significantly impacted by Ripple's legal journey, which started in December 2020. As time went on, the case came to represent the greater conflict between new ideas and antiquated laws. Judge Torres's decision in July 2023 that XRP is not a security when offered to retail customers on public exchanges gave Ripple a partial success. That choice provided the token fresh life in the market and was a significant turning point. However, the lawsuit itself was still open. Now that a potential resolution is in view, excitement is building quickly. The cryptocurrency community is anticipating what may be one of the most significant statements in the digital asset industry this year, even though neither Ripple nor the courts have released an official statement. Investors are getting ready, not just waiting. In an attempt to ride the surge that could follow a positive outcome, some people are hoarding XRP. Others are cautiously enthusiastic, keeping in mind the asset's lengthy history of volatility. The full potential of XRP might be unlocked, and a significant precedent for the regulation of digital assets in the U.S. could be established if this reported agreement materializes. Additionally, it would support Ripple's claim that it has always sought to operate within a transparent legal environment, something that has been severely lacking in the U.S. up until now. One thing is certain, regardless of whether the long-awaited clarity is provided by the June 13th date. The stakes have never been higher, and XRP is squarely back in the spotlight. Crazy, huh? But wait, things start to get extremely intriguing at this point. What if I told you that cryptocurrency insiders are already making audacious forecasts about the future direction of XRP? It might smash records, according to some. Some claim that a full-scale institutional rush is imminent. Believe me, you're not prepared for the following step. Thus, it started with a straightforward tweet from David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. Schwartz recently shared a screenshot of a slot machine win on social media, captioning it Junkiet. Before astute XRP holders recognized the award amounts, it appeared to be a routine post. $1,458 with a possible $11,106 payoff. It only required that. The number of interpretations in the XRP community skyrocketed. One user tweeted, 11,106 XRP confirmed, sparking a flurry of anticipation and conjecture. Others made the joke that the community would still discover a secret message even if Schwartz posted a photo of his dog. To be honest, they're not incorrect. Schwartz has previously caused a flurry with his mysterious tweets. He is renowned for using cryptic remarks, puzzles, and subliminal clues to tease the XRP community. This article demonstrates how ready the market is for any perceived signal, regardless of whether it was made for fun or as a purposeful prod. Furthermore, the time is perfect. The feeling is boiling over throughout XRP. According to a pundit, Dragon boldly said that XRP would enable many individuals to retire. Steph kept it brief but impactful. XRP is on the verge of exploding. The most astounding tweet of them was perhaps sent by Ripple Queen, who predicted that XRP would hit $8,033 before 2025 was out. It's not a typo. $8,000 for each XRP. Let's be honest now. Some of these figures are obviously inflated or based on errors. According to one Crypto Geek tweet, there was a significant price error that put XRP at $247. By June 7th, XRP Avengers boldly forecasted $49 per XRP in another post. Take note of what I say. Even if price fluctuations and exaggerated predictions are frequent in the cryptocurrency space, there is no denying the conviction and occasionally obsession that underlies these assertions. It's not just hype, it's a conviction, and faith is strong, particularly from a community that has endured years of testing. Holders of XRP have endured litigation, listing exchanges, media apprehension, doubt, and anxiety, as well as ongoing regulatory ambiguity since 2020. However, many of them never sold. They've been holding out for a decision, for the sake of regulatory clarity, for a breakthrough. And now that the long-awaited announcement in Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC may be made on June 13th, everything seems to be coming to a head. Indeed, some of the forecasts are purely speculative, while others are outrageous. However, they stand for something far more grounded. Faith in the long-term worth of XRP, assurance that XRP might eventually be allowed to operate freely after the legal issues are resolved. Institutionally as well as technically. One thing is evident as the community analyzes tweets and charts. A token is not all that XRP is. There is a movement. It's motivated by years of perseverance, audacious goals, and perhaps a few allegories from slot machines. There is no denying the fervor behind XRP, regardless of whether it reaches $8,000 or only $8 in the foreseeable future. And as June 13th draws near, all eyes will be on Ripple and the prize that everyone is vying for. This was not what you expected, were you? All right, fasten your seatbelt, because Ripple has been quietly working behind the scenes while everyone has been concentrating on the price charts and rumors. Significant alliances, international growth, and subdued dominance. XRP is more than simply a trend. It's laying the groundwork to dominate the banking industry. This subsequent section, you can't afford to miss this game-changing opportunity. Thus, Ripple's subdued yet effective global actions keep changing the perception of XRP. And the most recent significant chapter was Germany.